Hello there. So today I want to tell you a workaround so how to fix GrooveMail form when you put it into your Groove page and that the form kind of break your Groove page design. So first, my name is Jeff. I'm always looking to help. So if you have questions, please post it below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to know when I will post new videos. So what we have at the time of this video, when we apply to GroovePage an opt-in form from GrooveMail, our GroovePage layout may be impacted. This is a reported bug to GrooveFunnel that will be fixed in the future, and I have now a workaround for you that I will show you in a few moments. So we have two solutions: wait for Groove Digital to add this feature, or to use the workaround knowing its limitation that you may have, actually because it's a more advanced that you need to play with the code in the code behind actually. So the workaround will let you remove the code that is breaking your page. I will show you that. I also let you add a button so you can have your user opt in to your mailing list. For that, you will need a CSS button generator. So we have them free online. We will search for one and we'll show you. And we need HTML formatter, which is optional. It's just to make the code more readable for you. So let's dive in. So when you are in your GrooveMail, you can access forms, select the forms, and in the form, select Get Code to get the raw HTML code. So this is the one that will impact your design actually. So you click Next, and you can copy this code to your clipboard to use it later on. So here we are in the page where I will test. My button that is here, I have a pop-up on it. So if we look at the pop-up here, you will see no embedded code. So this is where we will put the raw HTML form that we got from GrooveMail. Before that, I just want to show you my page. So my page here this is the look of my page. The pop-up here works, but I don't have the form in yet. You see that my design is acceptable everywhere. So if I go back here and I paste the HTML, you will see like this. So this is a code that will not be looked at as the same for you because actually what I done, I use the HTML formatter here. This is an optional, so it's an optional path to take. It's only to get from the code that we add here, which is actually a single line of code. If I click here and I paste it here, you will see it's a single line of code, and I want something more easy to read. So what I have done actually, it's by using the HTML formatter, I'm able to see it more pretty. And to find a tool like this, you only Google HTML formatter online, and you will take the first one. You have free tools like that. So if I came here back, you see that I can paste here my code, and it's more readable than a single line of text. You see here the button that will make the form submit, so the people will be able to be added to our mailing list, and the value here that you can change. The line that is here actually is the line that will cause our page to break. So if I show you what it's look like on my side, you see the code, the form, beg your pardon. I click save and I click save again and publish. Okay, so the publish is complete. I will refresh this page. And if I came here, I refresh, you see that my code here my heading here, the text here is not the same looking actually. So I see the form, but my main page is broken for the design. So if I came back here, back here, I will edit the pop-up again. So now I will show you what is breaking your page. So what is breaking your page actually is that line here. You can comment it by doing the exclamation mark 2 dash and here also 2 dash. This will make it gray like this, and it means that it's not working anymore. Actually, it's commented. You can also remove it. removing this line will make these code here not work anymore. So we will have to replace actually these code with something that we will get from the CSS generator button page that I will show you later on. So if I save that here and I save and exit again and we publish, so the page is published. If I come back here, you see the text is looking like that. If I refresh, now the text is okay. But the problem that I have is I don't see the button here. So as you can see, I have an N there, so it's telling me that something is there, but it's not convenient. It's not working for the user actually. So we will generate a new button for that. So for that, we have to go back into our pop-up here. We will edit this page here. And so for that, I will go into Google and I will search for CSS button generator. Okay, I can take the first one, no problem. So here you have all kind of CSS button that I can use. So if I pick that one, for example, you can play with the font size and everything like that. When you got the button that look like as you would like, you can click get the code here. This gives you this code and this code. So what is important actually, it's my button class, because actually this is the code here that we want to replace here. You see you have a class also. Class actually it's something that lets you style the element of your page. So if I came here and I take this, copy, I can come back here, and this I will put it before actually the form here, and I will have to put it into a style tag. So you see you type style, enter, and you paste the code here. So this will let you have the look that you choose here into your page. Then the only thing that you need to do is to take this code here, the my button, the first one, and you have to replace what is here actually, like that. And you can also change the text here. Okay, so, and a small glitch, when you don't reload the form, it seems that it keeps the old code here. So I will remove again the CSS file that I removed previously. So if I click save again, and I click, we'll wait for the save. So the page is finished publishing. I come back here, refresh, the look is okay. Click here. I see the form and I see also the button. So now I am able to submit the online form so my user can opt into my list. So basically this is how it works, how you can fix it. So hope it helped. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel, and I wish you a pretty great day. Bye bye.